For what values of x does this function not exist? Since this is a combination of rational functions, a rational function is not defined when the denominator is 0, because this will be a division by 0, which is not possible. This means we have to take all of the denominators and make them equal to 0, and find the x values for which this is true. Sine x is 0 in 0, pi, 2 pi, and so on. Cosine is 0 in pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. But to all of these values, we can add 2 pi to get the same location on the unit circle. This means we need to find a general solution for the recurring values where the function is not defined. On a separate unit circle, we can draw all of the solutions where the function is not defined, all in one place. We find that the x values are all located exactly pi over 2 units away from each other. This means that we can multiply pi over 2 indefinitely to find all of the solutions where the function is not defined. So we can write that the values are when x equals to k times pi over 2, where k is any real integer. Part B asks us to simplify the expression, which was the function in part A. Let's first combine the fractions by multiplying the first part by cosine on the top and bottom, and the second fraction by sine on the top and bottom. We can now observe that the numerator is actually an identity found in the formula booklet. When we look at the compound angle identity for sine, it actually looks exactly the same as what we have in the numerator. If we replace 3x with a and x with b, and take the minus in the compound angle identity, it is identical to sine a minus b. So this means that the numerator can be rewritten as sine 3x minus x. We can now turn our attention to the denominator. If we look closely, it looks somewhat like a double angle identity found in the formula booklet of sine 2x. If we rewrite this denominator as 1/2 times 2 sine x cosine x, it actually looks like we can substitute sine 2x into our denominator. The numerator simplifies to sine 2x, which conveniently cancels out with the sine x in the denominator. And in the end, we get 2. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope I helped you with this question.